This life hack is with the assumption that you believe that you are addicted to smoking and that you should quit it. Maybe someone has asked you to quit it, or you believe that it is very important that you quit smoking because of the ill effects that smoking has on your health. The very first thing that is important to understand and realize here is that you are not doing a crime. So if you go, or if you are already in a state of guilt or resentment about the addiction that you have built for smoking, just remember that it's okay. Okay, fine. You are habituated or addicted to smoking, but it's okay. You can get rid of it. It is very much possible for you to get rid of it. Many a times, it is the guilt associated with smoking that is a very, very big obstacle or a very big hurdle in having people cross that stage of addiction and stopping smoking. That guilt is the problem, not smoking. So the first thing that you need to do is stop being guilty. Stop feeling guilty, not resenting your own choices, not resenting your own actions. When you started smoking, you did not feel guilty about it. You did it for feeling better, isn't it? Just remember, it is very hard to remember, I'm sure, but if you remember the very first time you smoked, you did it for fun. You did it for being happier in life. You believed at that point that probably you were not happy in your life and that you would be happier by doing something different, by doing something stimulating, by doing something challenging, something adventurous, and that is why you started smoking. And then that became a habit because you didn't work on your happiness, on your maintaining of happiness, and that is why you went into this loop or this cycle or this vicious circle of smoking with the subconscious or the subliminal belief that smoking gives you happiness. You did not consciously tell yourself that smoking gives me happiness, but it was a very, very subtle and a deep understanding that you had when you started smoking that probably by smoking I'll be happier in my life or I'll get something more. Life is about more, and that is why we all exist. And it is this moreness that we want, for which we do so many things that are actually not required. Smoking is one of them. The second most important thing to realize here is that if you had decided to stop smoking, if you wanted to stop smoking, you wouldn't be listening to this life hack. You wouldn't be taking anybody's guidance. You are taking someone's guidance or reading articles on the internet because you don't want to stop smoking by yourself. You believe that it is wrong to smoke. Someone else is telling you that you should not smoke, or you believe that you should not smoke. Now, the words that I have used here are very, very important. Every single word is important. When I believe that I should go to work, it is like an obligation, and nobody likes obligation. When you say that I should stop smoking, it is like as if someone is imposing that upon you. Someone is forcing you to do something that you don't want to do. It is like a trap. Your mind has unnecessarily created a hook onto an incorrect thought that I am smoking because I am addicted to it, but I should be stopping it. So this is the second problem. The problem is not smoking, but it is your incorrect belief that you should not be doing something that you are doing. That is the problem. You need to tell yourself that okay, even if I'm smoking right now, it's fine. I am going to stop it because I want to stop it. Now, how to change should to want? There is a very simple tool and I will talk about it later. The third belief that we all have about smoking is very common. Smoking causes cancer. This is the understanding that we have. With the help of all the scientific study that is going on, let's understand that disclaimer more correctly. It is not smoking that causes cancer. It is incorrect thinking that causes all the diseases that we have today. There are so many people who don't smoke, but they still have cancer. At the same time, there are so many people who smoke, but they don't have cancer. The disclaimer that is printed on the cigarette box is not smoking too much causes cancer. It is smoking causes cancer. But there is a deeper spiritual reasoning behind that. So the number of cigarettes you smoke does not really matter. Scientists have started proving this, and there will be a point soon when it will be 100% scientifically proven that it is only incorrect thinking that causes each and every single disease, from headache to fever to cancer or AIDS. Every single disease is only caused by incorrect thinking. Then even if someone gets a heart attack, it is due to incorrect thinking ultimately. It is the result of continuous and chronic incorrect thinking patterns that causes the creation of blockages in the mind. Blockages in the mind means that you are not happy. When you are not happy, you are not open in life, you are not enjoying life, you are creating those burdens on yourself unnecessarily, and those burdens are manifesting into your body in the form of diseases. Every single thought that you think affects your body, and this has been proven by so many scientists now, and that is the reason why diseases are caused. It is not smoking that causes cancer, but incorrect thinking that results into the addiction of smoking, and then as you repeat that incorrect thinking without changing your thinking, you continue smoking, and that causes cancer. So the root is incorrect thinking. So I'm not saying that smoking is not the issue, but smoking is not the root issue. That is what I'm trying to say. The root issue is incorrect thinking. That is what leads to everything ultimately. So does that help you understand that even if you stop smoking, but you don't change your thinking patterns, or you don't change your behavior, or you don't change the way you look at the world, there will be diseases that will catch you. The new age scientific theories are proving this, but why wait for those theories or books to come out? We know this understanding. We know that if I take too much stress onto myself, I get a headache. If I feel low for a very long time, I don't sleep well. If I feel burdened about something for a very long time, I feel very heavy in the body. So we are seeing these subtle proofs already, and why not implement them? Why not change the thinking patterns well in advance and be happy in life? There is no problem in being happy. So the problem is not smoking. The problem is the chronic negative thinking, the regular negative thinking, the unnecessary worrying, the unnecessary giving importance to how others behave, the unnecessary giving yourself a torture for the traffic that is around you. Many a times people go out of their houses and get stuck in traffic and say, oh my God, what is this traffic? I am hating it. They get into a terrible mood. You should see the faces of some people, but they don't realize that they are the traffic. They are contributing to the traffic. They are the traffic. We go to public places and say that there is so much crowd here. You are the crowd. You are forming that crowd, isn't it? Don't go. Just sit at your home and enjoy. Don't go out there in the crowd and then curse the crowd. Don't go to dirty restaurants and then complain that the restaurants are dirty. Don't go to cinema halls and then complain that the movie is not good. Just don't go. Don't do what you don't want to do. Don't do that makes you feel uncomfortable. Don't do anything that is against your happiness. If you want to do something, do it with 100% sincerity and love. Otherwise, don't do it at all. That is a very important statement, or like a rule that I have personally put on to myself. That if I do something, I will do it 100% happily and with 100% love. Not even 99% love. I will do it completely. I will be myself. I will wholly dedicate and devote myself to whatever I do, and then I will not complain about it at all. Or the other option is that I will not do it at all. In database management systems, this is called atomicity, and majority of the people don't buy this concept. They say that you should be flexible, you should not be an R or par kind of a person, you should not live an extreme life. But it is not about living an extreme life. It is about your happiness. It is ultimately about you and how beautiful your life is. So realizing that I am going to do something because I want to do it, and I am not going to do something because I don't want to do it, are two different things and very important separation in your own mind. So if you don't want to smoke, then only stop smoking, and that is only when you will stop smoking. You will not stop smoking after listening to this audio. You will not stop smoking when I ask you to stop smoking. You will stop smoking when you want to stop smoking. And why should you want to stop smoking? because there are many reasons why you should stop smoking. Even if you don't want to take into consideration the theory that it is incorrect thinking that ultimately manifests into diseases over a period of time, it's okay. You at least have so many proofs around. There have been examples and scientific studies that have proven that smoking actually causes a lot of other ill effects on the body as well. So even if you don't want to go the spiritual way, you can at least go the scientific way. And a very simple tool that you can implement for yourself is write down all the reasons why you want to stop smoking. Again, the words are very important. Don't write on the chart why I should stop smoking. Write on the chart why I want to stop smoking. If you get answers to that, if you feel like actually you want to stop smoking, you will come up with the best possible reasons, and you would never really require to take anybody else's assistance to stop smoking. You will do it the next day itself. But if you say that I should be doing something, that means it is an obligation, and that will make the process a bit harder. And why to make it harder? You want to do it because you want to do it, and if you want to do it, just go ahead and do it. Just try out a healthy lifestyle. Just try out being with yourself, loving yourself, doing things that you love. And each day when you don't smoke, treat yourself to something good. Treat yourself to anything that you like, and that is how you will enjoy this journey, and you will come up with pride and tell others that, hey, you know what, that was the best decision of my life. Once you write that note or that chart, keep that chart in front of your eyes all the time. Whenever you feel like smoking, that is the chart that you should read. And once your self-set reasons go into your deep subconscious mind, you will naturally and automatically stop smoking. It is very hard to understand that it is the internal void that causes addictions. There are a variety of addictions. Addiction could be to music, addiction could be to smoking or drinking, of course, and there are many other addictions as well. But addiction means dependency. If you are dependent on something, if you are dependent on an action more than a thought to change yourself, that means you are not being focused on yourself. You are not being focused on your own energy. And when you are not focused on your own energy, the quality of your energy, the quality of your life will be similar. Your life experiences, people who you come across, people who interact with you, the way they interact with you, your life's circumstances will be all defined by that energy, because this is how the law of attraction works. So if you want to change yourself, and which is for the better, just try it out. Try it out for a month and see how it feels. Nobody actually puts that cigarette in your mouth. It is you yourself who does that action. You yourself who goes to the shop and buys that packet of cigarette and smokes it. Nobody is forcing that onto you. Nobody is giving it to you. Nobody is gifting it to you. And definitely nobody is imposing that onto you. There are no addictions. This is the deep understanding of everything. There are no addictions. It is just a habit that you have created. It is just a practiced behavior that you have inculcated in yourself, and all that you need to do is just stop doing it. There is really no rule, or there are no standards, or there are no algorithms to stop smoking. If you want to stop smoking, just stop it. That's as easy as it sounds. It is as easy as you wanting your loved ones to stop doing that thing that they do that irritates you.